East Islip and Smithtown Hauppauge warming up to get going. Eric Bellier with you here on the Long Island Sports Network. East Islip coming in with a 12-1-2 record, sitting in a tie for first place with Kings Park Comac with 26 points. Technically out of the tiebreaker with more wins, but nonetheless 26 points for them. And Smithtown Hauppauge currently sit in the sole possession of fifth place following the St. Anthony's win over West Islip. They get bumped up to fourth place. They have 20 points, just a point behind St. Anthony's following their victory. Looking at team stats here, Smithtown Hauppauge 5.9 goals per game to East Islip 7. Goals against per game 2.6 for East Islip, 2.7 for Smithtown Hauppauge. Power play goals per game, both average just about one power play goal a game, 1.2 for EI, one on the nose for the Bulls. The Bulls also spend a lot of time in the penalty box, 10 and a half minutes, penalty minutes per game to East Islip's 5.9. Individual stats, Robert Treitz leads all scorers for the Bulls with 13 goals. Ryan Anatra atop the league in goals with 25. Assists, Jackson Cantalupo with 13 for Smithtown Hauppauge. A ridiculous 35 for Thomas Ivers on EI. Total points, Robert Treitz with 26. Thomas Ivers with 49. Penalty minutes, David Wetzel for Smithtown Hauppauge leads all Bulls with 25. Evan LaFata with 30 for the Bulls. Last time they met on October 30th, a 6-6 tie between the squads. This is their second meeting of the night. Smithtown Hauppauge, the visiting road team, in their New York Rangers blue sweaters, and EI wearing their white with red and black trim uniforms. Goalie matchups and puck drop when we come back. It's East Islip, it's Smithtown Hauppauge, right here on the Long Island Sports Network. Brody Dixon in between the pipes for East Islip. Patrick Ryan in the crease for Smithtown Hauppauge. Both teams skate out for the start of the game here between East Islip and Smithtown Hauppauge. EI wins the face-off as they chip it ahead. Ivers hits it off into the zone early. Centering pass, no luck there. Ryan makes the first save. Pepe wraps it around the board. Anthony Pepe, kind of the unsung hero of this squad. Anatra and Ivers get a lot of the attention, but Pepe's been excellent so far this year too. Anatra along the goal line now with it. Back from injury, a second game back. Controlling at the point. Now over to LJ Lena. Lena sends it over to Ivers on the far side. Ivers centering pass intercepted there. Shot save there by Ryan as well. A lot of zone time here in the first minute. Intercepted. Here comes Smithtown Hauppauge. Over the blue line with it, 2-on-2. Shot goes wide of Dixon. Trites chasing after it, back into the neutral zone. Where Wetzel controls for the Bulls. Or excuse me, Sherwood controls for the Bulls. Carried over the blue line, over center ice now. They'll dump it in as the Bulls go for a change. Controlled by Lawler in the near corner. Lawler wraps it around into the neutral zone there. Now Lawler regains possession and dumps it into the offensive zone, played into the far corner where Alex Carino is after it. Played into the neutral zone now. Derrico lays a big hit. Puck ends up back to the right of Ryan. 15 remaining in the period. Puck loose in the offensive zone. For East Islip, race for the puck. Jack McGarry back for it for East Islip as he gets it. McGarry fights off a bit of contact there as he looks to dump it ahead to Carino. Centering pass there. The Bulls looking to strike first. Puck loose and chipped out by the Chiefs. Wetzel fans on the pass there. Out over to Landrigan. Landrigan dumps it in, where McGarry comes away with it. McGarry chasing after now. East Islip looking to clear their zone. Back up over to LJ Lena. Big hit there in open ice. LaFada eats a bit of contact there. Played through by Richard Pfister III. LJ Lena fighting for it along the blue line with Patrick Malone. Puck into the far corner now. Smithtown Hauppauge controls. Centering pass, nobody home. Looked like a stick got tied up there. Dumped out by the Chiefs. That will be called an icing. 11:57 remaining here in the opening frame. Both teams coming out with great speed early on here. Both teams looking to set the tempo. Face-off victory there for the Bulls. Shot deflected there. A 3-on-2 brewing here for East Islip if they hurry. Carried in, centering pass. Patrick Ryan with a nice play with the stick there. Robert Trites fighting for it as the play is blown dead. Looked like to be a hand pass call here. So the face-off will come out into the neutral zone. So the face-off will be in front of the Smithtown Hauppauge bench as Pepe smacks it back on that face-off victory. Brian Slattery back for it. Now Pepe delayed offside there as Pepe got a little too excited. Anatra and Pepe go back to touch up. Bulls control now. It's Trites over the neutral zone. Trites skating in. Beats two defenders. Shot save Dixon. Nice save there. Brody Dixon has a goal as a forward this season. Played up ahead to Anatra. Anatra looking for a pass. He'll try to backhand it, but Cantalupo intercepts it. Anatra fights for it and regains possession. Played off the near side where Guglielmo sends it over. Backhanded shot there, no luck. Patrick Malone with it back up to the point. Shot save. Dixon on the redirection. Rebound finds Anatra's tape following a wraparound pass around the boards. Anatra out with it, dumps it along the boards there. The East Islip goes for a change. They get a full new 5 on. Now here comes Barham. Carried in, shot save there on the Landrigan wrister. Brody Dixon in between the pipes tonight for East Islip. 10:24 remaining. EI carries across, carried in. Shot save, Ryan, nice save there by the Smithtown Hauppauge netminder. Got my school districts messed up for a second. 10:05 remaining here in the opening frame. A lot of action here through the first 5 minutes. Andrew McGramey back for it. dumped in by Barham. Wrapped around the boards, Dixon comes out to play it. Hugged along the far side. Turnover there in the zone. Shot goes wide at Dixon. Rebound goes, shot goes wide as well. Wrapped around the boards. Smithtown Hauppauge controls. Shot blocked at the blue line and wrapped around. 10.5 remaining here in the opening period. McGramey calling for it at the blue line. Played off the body there. Shot save Dixon again. McGramey tries to keep it in. That will be called an icing. So with 9:16 remaining, both teams getting plenty of opportunities here in the early stages. No goals so far. Face-off victory there in the offensive zone for Smithtown Hauppauge as it's wrapped around, played into the far corner. The Bulls looking to strike first. Plenty of zone time for them in this stretch of minutes. Played up at the blue line, long shot, deflected wide, redirected wide. Puck behind Dixon's cage, now into the far corner. Tie up there. LJ Lena sends it out, kept in the zone there by Pfister. Played into the near corner. East Islip desperately needs to clear their own zone as LaFata gets it out. Big hit there at the center ice line as we have what looks to be a penalty here on Smithtown Hauppauge. So EI gets their first power play of the game. Wait to see what the call was. Might have been elbowing, I'm not sure. Roughing was the call there. So Richard Pfister heads to the penalty box, and the most lethal power play unit in the SCHSHL goes to work. Dumped out there on the redirection pass. Ivers chasing after it. Ivers and Anatra back. Anatra controls. Anatra, LaFata, Pepe, Ivers, and Marizito. Ivers with it in the far corner. LaFata with it, eats a bit of contact there, turned over but kept into the zone. Ivers with it at the blue line. Ivers over to Pepe, now over to Anatra. Anatra with it at the near face-off circle, carries in, plays it off his skate, now retreats back towards the top of the face-off circle. Shot deflected out of play. 7:42 remaining in the period. 1:13 remaining. Offensive zone victory there on the man advantage for East Islip. Long shot, save Ryan, puck loose. He covers up to stop play. So now the face-off goes to the right of Ryan. Minute 5 left on the power play, 7:33 remaining here in the opening period. Long shot there, deflected out of play. Or excuse me, deflected out of harm's way. Now here comes Smithtown Hauppauge on the attack, but a turnover in the offensive zone. East Islip reconvenes. First power play unit still out there. Ivers, Pepe, Anatra, Marizito, and LaFata. It's Pepe with it now. Pepe up to Anatra at the blue line. Anatra with it, back to Pepe. Pepe's shot hits off a Wetzel, nice block there. Kept in by Ivers. Ivers shot, he scores! Thomas Ivers on the power play gives East Islip the 1-0 lead. So Thomas Ivers gets East Islip on the board first. They lead 1-0. A nice wrist shot there to get the scoring going on the restart. The Bulls attack, carry over the blue line, shot save, Dixon with the paddle. Played along the far wall, tied up there, fight for the puck. Smithtown Hauppauge comes away with it, Pfister with it. Cross ice pass, save, Dixon again. Bouncing puck goes over the head of Dixon. Played along the near wall now and dumped in. Dolson turns it over. Here comes Smithtown Hauppauge, save with the shoulder by Dixon. Another save there on the DeRico shot. Tie up there. Here comes Brendan Landrigan. Landrigan loses possession. Anatra with it now over the center ice line. Carrying it into the near corner, eats a bit of contact. Anatra looking for a pass, finds one. Carries it in, it's Ivers. Ivers gets pickpocketed. The Bulls look to come out now over the blue line. Carried in back over to Landrigan. Landrigan dumps it off again. Puck loose in the slot. Puck still loose. East Islip comes away with it. Here comes Ivers. Ivers with it, chips it ahead. Over to himself, has Anatra and Pepe waiting. Puck loose, Pepe comes and gets it. Pepe dumps it off to Ivers behind the cage. Ryan bats it away. 5:15 remaining in the period. Ivers a difference maker so far, the lone goal on either side. Shot hits off the side of the net. Not sure if Ryan got a piece of it. 5:05 remaining in the period. Smithtown Hauppauge skates away with it. Tries to dump it in, but a nice block there by Lawler. Smithtown Hauppauge gets a few new skaters on as Adam Lakowitz, the assistant captain, dumps it in. Lakowitz chasing after it. Puck played now below the Dixon line. Centering pass hits off a skate, but kept in by the Bulls. Played off the far wall and wrapped around. Patrick Malone skates after it. Malone and Barham after it. It's Barham along the far corner now, chipped ahead and batted down by Anatra. Anatra with the puck now evades some contact there and carries over. The EI captain wraps it around. Pepe chases after it as Anatra and Ivers go for a change. Ivers gets off as well. LJ Lena comes on. LJ Lena and Kieran Freeland on. Admits the changes for EI. Dolson as well. Puck loose at the blue line. Tied up along the wall. Christopher Guglielmo chasing after it as well. A lot of bodies tied up in the near corner. We have a whistle here. We'll look to see what the call is. Looks like EI might be getting another power play. Wait for official word on what this penalty is. As we get a roughing minor there on Patrick Malone. So the power play goes back to work again. They're 1-for-1 on the Ivers goal so far tonight. Looks like the second unit is in here for East Islip, as the majority of the first unit just got off the ice when the power play was called. There's a penalty was called, rather, excuse me. So it's on Hauppauge skating it out a bit back into their own zone as it's dumped ahead. Lawler with Lakowitz on. And dumped in. Dumped out again there by Smithtown Hauppauge. Brody Dixon out to play it. EI controls in their own zone. As Brian Slattery, Slats as he's known to his teammate, sends it behind the Dixon cage. They skate out with it. Part of the first power plays on as Anatra and Pepe are on with Slattery. Slattery gets it at the blue line. Slattery carries it in. Slattery looking for a shot, goes wide. Pepe with it now along the far wall. Pepe carrying it in, evades, takes on a bit of contact there rather. Behind Ryan's cage. Looks like they're trying to call for somebody. Puck dumped down. 2:15 remaining in the period. 26 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Here comes Ivers with it now. Ivers, LaFata, the whole first group. Marizito centering pass, they score! Perfect on the power play. It's 2-0 EI. Looked like Anthony Marizito put that one in. Two power plays, 2 goals tonight for the Chiefs. As a nice centering pass there. Marizito put that one on the tape and beat Ryan Blocker side. So it's 2-0 now with 2:05 remaining here in the first period. Off the restart, Smithtown Hauppauge wins that face-off. Plays it along the near wall now. It's Guglielmo who sends it down. No icing called. 1:50 remaining. Shot, they score! Smithtown Hauppauge answers back. Gavin Barham buries one top shelf. And it's 2-1 now. Nice shot there from Barham, who caught the pass off the near wall, a slapper that wrung the Gatorade bottle of Brody Dixon, who had 95% of the goal covered, but that 5% was found. As we head to the face-off circle for another restart, minute 48 remaining in the period. EI wins the face-off, plays it along the far wall in between the benches. Smithtown Hauppauge answers back, cuts the lead in half. It's a 2-1 lead now for EI. Back up to LJ Lena. The pass was too wide on his backhand. Brody Dixon plays it, a minute 23 remaining here in the period. Smithtown Hauppauge controls, pass up back into the slot. Backhand bouncing puck goes wide of Dixon. Playing to the near corner now as they skate out. East Islip with it as they try to escape their own zone. They do. Puck played ahead by Carino. That will be an icing as there's a minute 3 seconds remaining here in the opening period. Special teams getting it done here for EI in the first period. Ivers and Marizito on the goals there, both on the power play. Gavin Barham from Brendan Landrigan cut the EI lead in half as we have the final 63 seconds of the first period to go here. Pfister's shot saved Dixon. Trites fighting for the bouncing puck. Shot goes wide. Dixon has to get back in the goal. Power play upcoming here for Smithtown Hauppauge. Wait to see who the call's on. We have a whistle blown dead here, a hooking call here. As we'll wait to see who the culprit was. Looks like it's Slattery, so Slattery will head to the box for a hooking. So if they don't convert in the next 46.9 seconds, they'll have about a minute 20-ish power play, minute 15 power play to start the second period. Face-off won by East Islip. Here comes Ivers. Ivers on the man disadvantage, chasing after it. Wetzel back to play it. David Wetzel with it in his own zone, 33 seconds remaining. Wetzel carrying it out, wasting a bit of time here as I have a delayed offside call. Wetzel over the blue line with it. Wetzel looking for a pass, fans on that opportunity. Looking for Cantalupo. Over to the far side now. It's Pfister. Pfister with it. Pfister back up to the blue line, kept in the zone. Robert Treitz with it. Treitz carries in, shot just misses. 2 seconds remaining. One shot save by Dixon to end the period. 1:14 remaining on the power play. When we come back to start the second period, 2-1 East Islip after 1. You're watching SCHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Back here for the start of the second period. Eric Bellier with you on the Long Island Sports Network. 1:14 power play for Smithtown Hauppauge to start period number 2. 2 power play goals for East Islip, the difference maker so far. As Smithtown Hauppauge wins the restart face-off but loses possession of it almost immediately as they come over the blue line after touching up. Cross-ice pass, shot, they score! Power play goals aplenty on both sides. It's a 2-2 hockey game now. Back to square one. Just 15 seconds into the 16 seconds in to the second period, we have a tie game. Gavin Barham again, this time from Lakowitz and Guglielmo, ties things up. Now both teams will skate 5 aside. Carried out by Dolson. Dolson shot goes wide. Marizito looking for a centering pass, nobody home. Max Campo sends it in. Slattery with it along the far wall, reverses it over just in front of the Smithtown Hauppauge bench. Puck played directly in front of Dixon, now backhanded over by Patrick Malone. Back up to the point for Lakowitz. Deflected by Marizito. Marizito out with it, chips it up to himself. 1-on-2 for Marizito, but Marizito fights off some contact as the puck goes behind Patrick Ryan. Sent over to the far side now for McGarry. Anatra with it back up to the point. Hit off of a skate and carried out by Campo. Campo gets pickpocketed as it's sent ahead to Anatra. Anatra carries in along the far near wall. Centering pass to Pepe. Pepe shot over the head of Ryan. Puck bounces right back into the slot, but Smithtown Hauppauge comes away with it. LJ Lena with it. LJ over to Anatra. Anatra's pass over to Ivers. Ivers shoots, he scores! What a sequence there! Thomas Ivers buries one home from Anatra, and just like that, it's 3-2. A nice pass from Lena to get things going over to Anatra. Anatra with great patience. He's a little bit of window there for Ivers. Ivers goes backhand, forehand, beats Ryan blocker side. And just like that, we have a 3-2 lead again for the Chiefs. On the restart, East Islip comes away with this one. Shot block there, the Anatra opportunity. Smithtown Hauppauge looking to slow things down a bit here. To 12:52 remaining here in the middle period. Smithtown Hauppauge on the attack now, carries in. Shot save there by Dixon. Puck wrapped around the far wall, and Natra controls. Natra eats a bit of contact there, poked out by Pepe. Pepe's pass to Ivor just a little too wide. Patrick Ryan makes the play there out of his own cage as Jackson Cantalupo dumps it ahead. Trites and Lena battles for it. Now it's Cantalupo over. Cantalupo's pass is intercepted. LJ Lena with it now. Lena carries in, loses possession of it, eats a bit of contact there from Raymond Sherwood. LJ Lena fighting for it in front of the Smithtown Hauppauge bench, tied up with Trites. Carried in now, shot save Dixon. Rebound goes over the near wall, bounces off the boards behind Dixon. Lena sends it ahead to Anatra. This line's been out there for quite some time. Trites chasing after it now, or Ivor's chasing after it rather, excuse me. East Islip getting a partial change. Smithtown Hauppauge had to touch up. Anatra loses possession of it for a second, going on 2 minutes. He's been on the ice. 11 and a half minutes remaining. Ivers and Anatra. Pepe goes off for a change. Anatra carries in. Anatra's shot goes wide. Ivers chasing after it along the near wall, dumps it ahead off of the pillow of Ryan as they finally go off for a change. Slattery plays it in front of his own bench as it's dumped ahead, or excuse me, in front of the Smithtown Hauppauge bench. Now the puck behind Ryan's cage. Centering pass, nobody home. Smithtown Hauppauge comes away with it 2-on-2. Landrigan skates over looking for a centering pass. Landrigan gets it, shot, save Dixon, covers up to stop play. A point-blank save there from Brody Dixon. Face off to Dixon's left. Won by Smithtown Hauppauge. McGarry fighting for it now. East Islip comes away with it. Doesn't clear the zone though. Nice spin move there from Pfister. Carried in now by Smithtown Hauppauge. Landrigan calling for it at the blue line. Sent ahead and intercepted. Pass over into Marizito. Marizito centering pass intercepted, looking for LaFada, or excuse me, D'Alessandro. That will be blown dead on the offsides. Excuse me, looking for Dulcet, looking at the wrong side there. 10:17 remaining in the period. Face-off will come to Dixon's right. Face off to the right of Brody Dixon, where East Islip comes away with it. Luke LaFada over the blue line. Shot save Ryan. Sticks that aside. Tried to pin it up against his chest, but it came loose. Puck dumped ahead there through the neutral zone. Smithtown Hauppauge fighting for it. The Bulls have to touch up. They do. Carried in now by Arnone. Arnone's pass over to Wetzel's shot save. Puck loose in the near corner. East Islip comes away with it. It's LaFada with it. Evan LaFada dumps it in. Played along the far wall now. Tied up there by Arnone. Arnone fighting for it with Marizito. Long shot there that Ryan handles quite easily with the blocker. 9:18 remaining. Sent up ahead now for Smithtown Hauppauge. Puck loose in the offensive zone for the Bulls, but kept alive. Trying to dump it in deep, hits off the skate of Kieran Freeland. Wrapped around Dixon's cage, 9 minutes to play in the second period. Hit along the near wall now, puck loose, Evan Lafada has to touch up. Lafada applying plenty of pressure, hitting the open ice. He's gonna head to the penalty box here. Smithtown Hauppauge gets their second power play of the game. Dumped in there, that will be blown dead. So what I'm assuming is gonna be a roughing call, wait for official word, but Evan Lafada heads to the penalty box. So the face-off will be to Dixon's left, as Smithtown Hauppauge converted on their last power play opportunity. As they control, Wetzel controls at the near face-off dot closest to us. 8.5 minutes remaining in the period. Back up to the point for Pfister. Pfister plays it back over to Wetzel. Wetzel centering pass. Couldn't get all on the shot there. Wetzel controls again. Wetzel controls below the goal line now as he carries through. Calling for his Landrigan, pass a little too long for him. Centering pass goes wide, back over to Trites. Trites sends it back up to Pfister. Pfister over to Wetzel. Wetzel over to Trites, plays it off his backhand. Trites looking for a pass back up to the blue line. Finds Pfister. Pfister puts a move on as he carries in. Pfister's backhand pass, Landrigan, shot, save, Dixon. Puck still loose, back up to Pfister. Pfister over to Wetzel. Wetzel now over to Trites, pass a little too strong, Trites controls. Trites back up to Pfister now, shot, save, Dixon. Rebound cleared out as far as the neutral zone. Puck played behind the Patrick Ryan's cage as Wetzel skates the length of the ice with it tied up in the near corner. Two players aside fighting for it. 30 seconds remaining on the power play. 7:05 remaining in the period. Landrigan with it now. Landrigan bats it down to himself. Almost a hand pass call there. Wetzel with it. Minute and a half on for this group. Shot deflected wide there by McGarry. Marizito on both ends of the special team. Shot, they score! The one-time clapper from Robert Trites knots things up at 3. The captain ties things up, and we're all knotted up at 3 goals apiece. Back at the face-off circle now. Smithtown Hauppauge won this one. The last time these teams met, it ended in a 6-6 tie. So we've seen plenty of this stuff, so there's plenty of these games between these two very good teams so far this year. LJ Lena with it in his own zone in the near corner. Anatra fighting for it in there as well. East Islip looking to answer now following the tie, the tying goal from Trites. Anatra out with it, pass too long for Ivers. Played into the near corner now. EI plays it off the boards. Up to Pepe, now over to Anatra. Anatra's shot blocked. Anatra now controls following the block shot. Ryan might have gotten a piece of that, but that wraps around and out of play. Out of the zone rather. Kieran Freeland after. Back out, that will be an icing. 5:33 remaining here in the second period. So the face-off comes all the way to Dixon's left. 3-3 game here, 5:33 remaining here in this second period. The equalizer from Robert Treitz. Treitz carries it in. Played along the boards into the far corner. Puck loose in the offensive zone. Here comes East Islip as they try to poke it ahead. Treitz with it now. Plays it back deep into his own zone. EI looking to clear there, looking to fight back into the offensive zone, rather, excuse me. Treitz misses a pass there, 4:53 remaining in the period. East Islip now clears their own zone. Chipped ahead by Alex Carino. Puck loose in the slot, shot goes wide of Ryan, who bats it back behind his own cage. Played ahead now by the Bulls as they skate 3-on-2. Treitz's pass tipped by Marizito, a centering pass in between the wickets. But EI is able to skirt into the neutral zone as they hit an official who shrugs his shoulders like, why me? Eats a bit of contact himself. Pfister dumps it in past Slattery in front of Dixon, who bats it back to McGarry. Play is blown dead to Dixon's right, 4:03 remaining. Face-off goes to Dixon's right, where the tie-up is won by East Islip, but turned over almost immediately, but East Islip comes away with it. Puck behind the Ryan cage. Wetzel comes away with it. Physicality getting turned up a notch here in the final 3:40 of the second period. Landrigan loses the puck in the skates there. LaFada chips it up ahead, trying to find his brother, a little too long. Puck deep in the Smithtown Hauppauge zone. The Bulls skating. It looks like a Metropolitan matchup in terms of sweaters. The Smithtown Hauppauge and the New York Rangers-esque uniforms. EI in the Devil sweaters. One-time shot opportunity misses. Pfister couldn't get all of it. LJ Lena with it over the blue line. The defenseman tries to put on a move below the goal line. Sends it around the boards over to Anatra. Played off of the boards by McGarry. Centering pass, Pfister intercepts that one. Carried out over, long slap shot. Dixon gets a piece of that one. Landrigan chases after the rebound, hits off a skate. Pepe chips it ahead. Ivers skating up with it now. Ivers and Anatra. Ivers' pass, shot, backhand goes over the head of Ryan. Slap shot save Ryan as the play is blown dead. 2:18 remaining here in the second period. Shot off the face-off save there by Ryan. Nice shot. Off the face-off victory by Pepe. So just getting word, Robert Treitz goes by Bobby, so gonna get used to that one now. So Bobby Treitz with the equalizer to make things 3-3 here. 2:10 remaining as Anatra intercepts it. Shot goes wide of Ryan there. Final minute 55 of the second period. McGarry with it, who sends it over to Ivers. Ivers out there with the top line, Anatra and Pepe. Ivor's shot deflected behind Ryan's cage over to the far side. Dumped off the walls and sent ahead McGarry after. Ivers dumps it over to Pepe, now over to Slattery. Slattery, McGarry back on the ice with the D-bear. Ivers lifts a stick there, sends it up ahead to Anatra. Anatra beats a defender. Anatra in all alone, backhand, save Ryan. What a save there. Puck loose there, plenty of physicality going on. Shot, they score! East Islip puts one home. Now it's 4-3. So a bit of chaos in front. Anatra with the wrister makes this a 4-3 game with 1:05 remaining in the period. Off the restart now. East Islip comes away with the face-off. Dolson carries it in. Dolson with some speed loses possession there. Now Bobby Trites with it. Trites tries to dump it in to Landrigan, no luck. Dolson fights for it. Now it's D'Alessandro with it. Shot save there, glove down by Brody Dixon with 36.5 seconds remaining in the period. So the faceoff goes to Dixon's left, where it's won by Trites. Trites a shot, hits off of a few skates. Bobby Trites sends it over to Landrigan. Landrigan with it now, backhands it over to the far side of the blue line. Long shot, redirected over the head of Dixon. Puck played off the boards there. Lakowitz after it. Big hit there in the open ice, but kept in the zone. Bobby Trites retreats back over to center ice. And that will be an offside call there on Landrigan. 9.7 seconds remaining here in the middle period. Face off here in the neutral zone. Directly in front of us. Dolson wins that one, sends it into Smithtown Hauppauge territory. Final 3 seconds, long pass, intercepted, no icing called. That will do it. A seesaw battle as we head into the third period. East Islip leads 4-3. You're watching SCHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network. Back here for the final period of regulation in this back and forth matchup. Eric Bellier with you on the LI Sports Network. East Islip leads 4-3 over Smithtown Hauppauge. Plenty of action here if you back and forth between the two teams. If you're just joining us, a back and forth matchup. On the restarts, East Islip wins the face-off as it's dumped ahead in deep into their own zone. Kieran Freeland back after it. Now tie up in the near corner. Both teams eating a bit of contact there. Chipped ahead by Carino. Pfister fights for the puck now. It's Dorico who comes away with it. Victor Dorico carries it in. Gets into a little spat there with LJ Lena. Played along the far wall to Marazito. Marazito looking for a bit of help. Sends it off the far near wall over to Carino. Dangerous pass there. Pfister wins it in the neutral zone, but Marazito comes away with it. Marazito's shot hits off of Wetzel's stick, whose stick ends up somehow in the net of Patrick Ryan. Puck played into the near corner and played off the boards. LJ Lena sends it in. I feel bad for the far lines official, as that's called an icing, who's dealt with dodging pucks all night. 13:47 remaining here in regulation. Icing called there, so the faceoff will come down to the right of Brody Dixon. Face-off victory there for the Bulls as it's wrapped around the boards behind Dixon's cage. Played up to the far blue line. Long shot redirected wide, but the Bulls still control. Nice poke check there by Ivers. Sent back up to the blue line. Glove save there by Dixon. Blown dead. 13:27 remaining here in regulation. Face off to Dixon's left. Bobby Treitz after it, tied up at the near corner, dumped ahead through the neutral zone. Ivers trying to smack that one down. The Bulls dump it back in. A lot of pressure here in the first 2 minutes from the Bulls, but all that will go for naught as the penalty's coming up here on Smithtown Hauppauge. Power play upcoming here for East Islip. As Shane Reedy heads off for what I believe to be a roughing minor. We'll wait for official word on what the call is. But nonetheless, East Islip back out there, dangerous on the power play tonight. 2 goals so far. Looking for goal number 3 and give themselves a little padding with a 2-goal lead. Face-off won by Smithtown Hauppauge as the puck's played behind Ryan. Looking for a centering pass. Nice block there as the puck's sent down. Shane Reedy gets called for tripping. East Islip retreats back into their own zone. Ryan Anatra with speed, or excuse me, Thomas Ivers with speed over the blue line. Shot, save there. Lafata with it over on the far side. Ivers with it below the goal line. Looking for a centering pass, hits off Lafata. Back up to the point to Anatra. Pass to Marazito goes a little too wide. Anatra, the captain, chases back after it. Brody Dixon out of his cage. Brendan Landrigan applying as much pressure as he can. Pins Anatra along the wall. Almost picks his pocket. But here comes Anatra. Anatra over the blue line. Anatra's shot goes wide, hits off the protective netting and out of play. Minute 3 remaining in the period, 12:03 remaining in regulation. Face off back over to Ryan's right. Where Wetzel tries to fight it but gets up to the blue line for Anatra. Anatra over to Ivers, kept on side. Back over to Pepe, now back over to Anatra. Anatra's shot goes wide. Ivers plays it in the near corner. LaFada eats a bit of contact. Centering pass covered up there by Ryan to blow the play dead. 41 seconds remaining, 11:41 remaining in the period. Face-off victory there for Smithtown Hauppauge. Carried over the blue line now. Nice play there by Anatra, who skates out with it. Anatra's backhanded pass over to Marizito. Marizito dumps it back over to Pepe. Pepe with it. Pepe looking for a pass, gets pickpocketed. Smithtown Hauppauge skates out with it. Delayed offside call, but EI comes away with it nonetheless. EI over the blue line, a 2-on-1 here. Pass to Marizito just goes wide. Cross ice pass finds Pepe off the boards. Pepe's shot gloved down there by Patrick Ryan. 11:04 remaining in the period. 4 seconds remaining on the power play. So the face-off goes to the right of Ryan. And that will do it for the power play. So 2 for 3 goes East Islip on the power play, on the penalty. On the man advantage tonight. Mixing my words up. Chipped ahead up to Patrick Malone. Fister over to Wetzel. Wetzel shot redirected, hits off the knob of Dixon's stick. Dolson with it now. Dolson dumps over to LaFada as we get called for an offside here, as the faceoff will come directly over to us, and 10:28 remaining in the period. LaFada chasing after it now. Smithtown Hauppauge comes over. Nice glove save there by Brody Dixon. Play blown dead, 10:18 remaining. Face-off goes to Dixon's left. Won by East Islip and chipped ahead. Race for the puck here as Sherwood tries to chip it ahead. Carried in by the Bulls. Tries to go in between McGarry's legs with no luck. Played up by Sherwood. Pepe chips it up ahead to Anatra. Anatra chases it into the near corner. Anatra looking for a bit of help. Anatra and Pepe in the near corner fighting for it. As Shane Reedy comes away. The Reedy usually all over the score sheet, quiet tonight besides the minor he got called for. Played over to the left of Dixon. Chipped up ahead to the blue line where puts on Hauppauge controls. Nice save there by Dixon on the long shot. Anatra ties up, chases after it, and skates ahead. Ryan Anatra over the blue line. Anatra shot, save Ryan, bounces over his head. One-timer block there, what a block by Andre McGrain. Chipped ahead to Bobby Trites. Trites loses possession there. Chipped ahead by Arnone. Played by McGarry. McGarry with it in his own zone. Fighting off a bit of contact there, chipped up ahead to Barham. Lena fighting for it, LJ Lena looking for it. Wrapped around the boards now into the near corner. 8:40 remaining in the period. 4-3 game in favor of EI. Carino comes away with it, he sends it up ahead. Carino gets it back now, back to the goal. Carino looking for a pass, eats a bit of contact there, forced off the puck. Intercepted by LJ Lena, chipped into the offensive zone. Lakowitz back to play it, along with Guglielmo. Long pass there, deflected ahead. Landrigan stays on side, carried in, shot save Dixon. Victor Dorico on that shot. Played in the near corner, 8 minutes remaining here in the third period. Looking for a long pass there, no luck, instead intercepted. Carried in by Lakowitz. Lakowitz looking for it. Tied up in his skates, can't really find it. Now back up to the point. Long shot, Dixon eats that with the chest, it's loose, comes out, EI skates out with it. LJ Lena sends it ahead to Marizito. Marizito over the blue line with it. Marizito and Lena save Ryan. Didn't know where it was initially, goes to his right, 7.5 remaining. Long shot down the length of the ice, that will be an icing, 7:28 remaining here in regulation. Face-off won by East Islip, long shot there. Plenty of contact in the middle of the ice away from the play. Body's going flying now near the puck. Everybody seems to be all right. McGarry comes away with it. McGarry looking for a pass over to Goldbout. Goldbout with it now. Goldbout sends it over to Lafata, who misses wide. Wetzel with it. Wetzel and Pfister, the top D pair for Smithtown Hauppauge. Pfister force off the puck. Lafata with it. They score! A 2-goal lead now for East Islip. It's 5-3. Luke Lafata buries that on the backhand, makes it a 5-3 game for the Chiefs. Back on the restart now. East Islip with a 2-goal lead. Final 6:48 remaining in the period. We've seen Smithtown Hauppauge answer back multiple times. Long shot, deflected wide of Dixon. Anatra after it now. Anatra with it deep in his own zone over to Marizito, who loses possession of it. Pepe, nice hit there in the open ice, forcing him off the puck. 3-on-2 if they hurry. Anatra over, shot deflected. Ivers after it. Ivers centering pass misses. Dumped ahead, Lena misses it as well. Smithtown Hauppauge chasing after it. Lena takes a big hit there. Puck played to the left of Dixon. Guglielmo after now, puck loose in the slot. Lena bats it over to Ivers in the near corner, far corner rather. Wrapped around the boards now. Smithtown Hauppauge looking to answer. 5:55 remaining in regulation. Puck to the left of Dixon, still loose. LJ Lena comes away with it, but gets pickpocketed. Carried over, looking for a centering pass. Nobody home. Dixon loses sight of the puck for a second. Over to the far side now for Dorico. Anatra with it, passes it over to Pepe. Pass a little too strong. Malone dumps it in. Dixon plays it with the paddle to the left. Marizito chasing after it now. Save Dixon with the paddle again. 5:15 remaining. Guglielmo has to retreat now. Anatra after the 2-on-1 brewing. Anatra shot, save Ryan. Nice save. Not sure if he saw that, but hit his chest. Final 5 minutes remaining here in the period. Carried out by the Bulls. Centering pass saved Dixon. Puck loose in the slot. Puck still loose now to Dixon's right. Wrapped around the boards and out of the zone. D'Alessandro clears that one. Dixon covers that one up. Oh no, doesn't stop play actually. 4.5 remaining. Puck loose, Sinatra chasing after it, loses that one, played in front of the Smithtown Hauppauge bench. 4:12 remaining in the period. A 5-3 game following the Luke Lafata goal. Puck sent ahead, that will be an icing. So East Islip will get an offensive zone face-off draw with 4:03 remaining in the period. A 2-goal lead with 4:03 remaining in the period. You're going to start looking for when Ryan's going to get the call to the bench to go 6-on-5 for the Bulls. Landrigan tries to send it ahead, but is deflected. Landrigan regains possession and carries in. Landrigan sends it over to Bobby Trites. Trites' shot goes wide. Played along the near half wall. Tie up there, Landrigan centering past the Trites, save Dixon with the blocker, nice save there. All the way deep into the Smithtown Hauppauge zone, 3:20 remaining. Carried over the blue line, an offside call there on the Bulls, so the faceoff will go directly in front of the East Islip bench with 3:16 remaining in regulation. Face-off won in the neutral zone by Evan Lafata. Chipped ahead, Pfister trips himself up. Played by Wetzel and wrapped around the boards. Puck loose, chipped up ahead now. East Islip looking to keep it in the zone. Final 3 minutes of regulation. Wetzel sends it up ahead now, intercepted Dorico after it. Pfister with it, Pfister looking for a pass, finds one across ice. Over to Wetzel, who dumps it in. A weird bounce off of Dixon's stick. Pfister tries to kick it ahead, but Lafata comes away with a 2-on-1 here for East Islip. Here comes Lafata. Lafata's centering pass hits off of his brother's skate. And back out to Barham. Carried in now, Barham with it. Barham looking for some help. Sends it over to D'Alessandro. Now here comes Ivers. Ivers and Pepe in with it. Final 2:05 here in regulation. LJ Lena tries to keep it in. Chipped out. Played off a skate. Puck still loose. Dumped in there by the Bulls as they go for a change. Brian Slattery back for it. Final minute 45. Long pass there. That will be an icing. The EI bench didn't like that call, as they're saying Bull hit that puck, but 1:41 remaining in the period. So the face-off will be in the offensive zone for East Islip. I guess they want the clock to have kept running, but offensive zone win there for Pepe. Pepe carrying it. Pepe centering pass, shot goes wide. Minute 35, Ryan staring towards the bench. Kept in by East Islip, Anatra with it on the near face-off circle. Centering pass just too wide of Ivers. Kept in by Pepe. Minute 20 remaining here in the period. East Islip keeping the pressure on and keeping Ryan in the crease. Long slap shot block there. Didn't know where it was. Pepe with it, lifts it over the cage. Minute 10 remaining. Ivers with it. Centering pass to Slattery. Slattery tries to dump it off. Slattery's one-time shot blocked there. Bounces as high in the air as you can get without hitting a stanchion. Kept in by East Islip. Final minute of regulation. Over to the far side. Save Ryan again. Lena tries to dump it ahead with no luck. No icing called. Ryan staying in, 50 seconds remaining. 45 seconds remaining. Patrick Ryan still in between the pipes. You'd think they'd go for one more guy, but guess not. 33 seconds remaining. Bobby Trites dumps it off to Landrigan. Landrigan shot save Dixon. Dixon tries to paddle it out. He hits his own player as we have a penalty on Bobby Trites. 25.5 seconds remaining. Bobby Trites heading off for a penalty here. So East Islip heads to the power play for the final 25.5 seconds. If things stay the same here, EI will move to 13-1-2. Smithtown Hauppauge will fall to 8-5-3. Face-off won by Pepe. Referee takes a tumble. Ivers controls in the zone, 17 seconds. Ivers makes a move, Ryan sticks it aside. Ivers with it in the corner, sends it out of the zone. Final 8 seconds remaining as that's dumped out of play. 5.3 seconds remaining here in regulation. So East Islip will solidify their spot in first place, sole possession of first place, I should say, tonight. With a victory, Smithtown Hauppauge will stay in fifth. Following the St. Anthony's win over West Islip, they have sole possession of fourth place by a point. And that will do it here at the rinks in Hauppauge, New York. A seesaw battle finds East Islip on top by the final score of 5-3. For everybody here, I'm Eric Belli wishing you a good night and good hockey from the Long Island Sports Network. Final score of 5-3, East Islip over Smithtown Hauppauge. You've been watching SCHSHL hockey action on the Long Island Sports Network.